All right, folks, we are up to fly number 20 of 21 from Mike Valla's Tying the Founding Flies. This one is the Whitcraft. Now, it's another Catskill style dry fly created by Don Martinez in the 1940s, and it's basically an Adams. Three of the materials are exactly the same. The wings, the front hackle, and the tail are exactly as the Adams, but it's a quill body. And Martinez has a whole series of quill body dry flies, and what he used was a macaw feather. Now, macaw feather is not that rare or unique. It's just one a lot of us might not have because we don't use it all the time. And what's unique about it, I guess, is that one side is kind of a bluish and one side is kind of yellow, and then overall it's kind of a gray. But if you don't have one, you can do what I did, because I didn't have one today. I just took a big turkey flight feather and a yellow and blue magic marker and colored a couple of the quills right there and pulled that out and used those. So this one you're about to see is not an exact recreation of Don Martinez's original, but it's still a quill body dry fly, and it's going to be just fine. So this one, you would fish this pretty much anywhere you'd fish an Adams, and it's not a hard tie, and I think y'all are going to like it. So there it is in the vise, a Whitcraft, fairly typical Catskill looking fly. Now, one critique, I think that tail on this one, that's the first one I tied, I think that's a little too full. So we'll see if we can do a little better on this one. So sizes are 12 to 16. That is a standard length barbless dry fly in a size 12. And I'm going to start with tan thread. This is a 70 denier. I'm going to catch it up here somewhere in the first third. And we do have a wing on this one, wings, plural, like a standard Adams, just Grizzly hackle tips. And Valla mentioned that he likes to use the fatter ones. I kind of like thinner slips. I mean, these are kind of fat. But I find the fatter they are, the harder it is to cast. Yes, you'll be able to see them a little bit better, but you know, just somewhere in there. I think it's personal preference really, if you want them big fat wings or thin slips. But we're going to prop them up and we're going to split them. So don't worry about getting this perfect yet. Just try to lift them up. Put several wraps up in front of it, get them propped up about, 90 degrees if you can. You're going to have some barbs right there. We'll have to trim those in just a second. But let's go ahead and make sure we got them split here. And I would say 30 degrees is probably good. Most of the dry flies I do like this, I will put 2 X wraps, some going back to forward on that side and then forward to back on this side. Now we can take our thread toward the back just to get it out of the way, and we'll take a look at what we have here. Okay, I like that split fine, but I've got all these up here that I'm going to need to snip. And if I didn't mention the length, make them a little bit longer than what your hackle is going to be. And also, like the Adams, the tail is a brown and grizzly. So some long, stiff barbs, if you can find them. I'd say at least a body length here, because it's a mayfly. Okay, I think this one already looks a little bit better than the one I had in the vise at the beginning. So we'll go ahead and bury these curlies right there, and then leave our thread back here toward the front of the tail. Now here's where I had to improvise. For the body on this, it's a quill body, and if you don't have macaw, and not a whole lot of people do, I just took a turkey wing feather, kind of a flight feather, not a tail feather, one with long quills, and then a blue and yellow Sharpie, and made something that looks sort of like macaw. So I've got 4 quills here. It looks like I tried to get 2 that are blue and 2 that are yellow. I'm just going to catch these in. It's hard to get this perfect. Even if we had a macaw, you probably wouldn't get it just perfect. But you don't have to be. So let's get that caught in and then take our thread up just a little bit behind the wings. And you could either grab your spring-loaded hackle pliers or just do it with your fingers. I just do it with my fingers. I find that I have a little bit more control here. We're just going to wrap this up, quill body, kind of like you're doing a pheasant-tailed nymph. All right, when you get it up front, go ahead and catch it off. And you see that? We are not seeing a whole lot of blue in there, but that's fine. I'm not going to go back and try and redo it. And now the last component, the collar hackle. Just a brown and grizzly dry fly hackle. I don't think it matters which one you catch in on top and which one you wrap first. But we're going to catch it in a good bit behind those wings because I want more wraps behind them than in front of them. And I might be able to get 3 behind and then a couple in front. We'll see. Sometimes you don't really know until you start wrapping them. And Valla did recommend wrapping these one at a time. So let's wrap this brown. 2 or 3 wraps behind it, and then let's go with 2 in front of it. Okay, I'm going to snip the brown off before I wrap the grizzly. And this one, I'm going to just try and zigzag it through there without trapping any of the brown. You'll probably trap a few, but that's going to be okay. All right, now let's catch the grizzly off. All right, we've got a few up here to snip with this excess right there. And then pull everything back just a little bit. Don't sweep them back, just pull it back enough to make a little flat area right here for our whip finish. So quick critique on this one. It's a little bushy, but I kind of like that. My wings they're getting a little close together, but I think we got a solid fishable fly here. So that's it, my friends. I appreciate you watching. Y'all take care, and we'll see you next time.